Oh, I'll just get some water from other people. Hello! Woo. I'm not flashing anyone, but you know, whatever. Here's my keys. We're headed to Wendy's. That's our lunch because we don't have anything to eat at home besides soup, and soup's great, but it won't really ease my hunger. I don't know. Let's go to, well, acting class. Wendy's first. Wendy's, acting class, production meeting, equipment testing, whatever. And then, I don't know. I wanted to do the Canadian snack video with my mom, but there was no time, so we're hopefully doing it tomorrow. Hopefully. I don't know. Which one ever works. Which one ever works. What language is that? Okay, let's go. Okay. Whoa, you're close. Ended up at Einstein's Bagels because the road was closed and it was going to take too long and blah 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 blah. I am going to stop for another frozen yogurt. Shh. No judgment. And so I'm going to hopefully get water there. Are these people going? Okay. Are you going that way? Alright. Oh, it's so nice to just like go out of this parking space. Have a wonderful day and let's go to acting class and let's hope my stomach will be intact and okay and all good. Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito, poquito, poquito. Na 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 na. Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito. Vamos, excuse me. Vamos pegando, poquito a poquito. Okay, I put makeup on and I'm dressed this way because I felt like it. But I always feel so awkward because yesterday I looked like crap. I was in like workout clothing. Now I look like this and I feel awkward. I feel awkward. Like obviously if I would be trying for a certain reason, I wouldn't be fluctuating back and forth. I would just be maked up and this. But yeah, whatever. Yesterday was an activity. What am I talking about? I don't know. I was talking to my grandmother and I was telling her that I've changed and life has changed and I think it's about time for me to have some good things happen in life and people and blah blah blah. And actually there's nowhere I have to go with this. It's just like, yeah, like things that are sort of starting to work out and they've started working out before too. The only thing that I need to do is be confident and believe in myself and what I'm trying to do. And yesterday I was with this person. I feel awkward asking them, "Hi, can I mention you by name?" But I should. Oh gosh, my ear smells so bad. Anyways, so him and the other one too, my two guys on this project, it's whatever. Anyways, but so told them both like, hey, I do want to be a boss, but I find it so difficult to be a boss because I don't want people to, I want to please people. I don't want people to dislike me. They both were like, just don't think about that. Stop thinking about that. Basically, that's the gist of the conversation that was much longer. And yeah, I'm trying really hard because yesterday was so nice to be bossy. I felt bossy and I talked so much. I monopolized, yeah, talking and all this stuff. And last night I got home and I'm like, oh shoot, I did tell him pretty much my life story again that I told him on Messenger. But I'm just like, I'm that pathetic person right now and I'm okay with that, you know? I'm okay with that. But it is what I need to do right now, so whatever. Whatever, if people don't like it, people don't like it. And it's hard for me to say that and it's hard for me to believe that and follow through with those words, not care what people think. The more comfortable I was with being bossy or not being bossy or whatever I was, I feel makes me creative. Pillar of creativism, creation, creative whatever, is when you try to censor yourself and you try to do what you should do. But if you let yourself free, I really do believe this. Oh yay, the wave! I truly believe that when you stop thinking about what you should be doing and you try to like please everyone and all this stuff, you actually end up pleasing people more than when you don't. I think it's important to keep in mind to not be bullying and bossy and you know, me, my way or the highway to a certain extent, that's good, but that's also bad. I guess like deep down, always do everything with respect for human beings. I feel like I'm in one of those like traps of like going in circles. Pleasing people doesn't necessarily mean you respect them. It just means that you are afraid to displease them. You can respect people and have different opinions or different visions or different paths. I guess, did that make sense? I'm going to go eat. Did the police car break down? I feel like the police car broke down. Like, it's just like the speed bump that you have to get over before meeting and connecting with someone, and then once you get through that point, it's all much easier. And if I keep being myself, it'll work out. Whatever type of people, whatever they like, they don't like, you know, it will fall into place. But I'm gonna stop now. Okay, bye. Bye. Have a good day. So I didn't eat because I am going to be a little early, so I'll just eat there. My mom said that my face looks really white, but it doesn't. It looks like my face. Oh my gosh, your face got so white. I'm like,
in half a mile.
It actually looks like it's color, because I really don't like my face to be darker than the rest of my body. Just wanted to mention that because I forgot to mention that. Oh, and I hate you too, Sony. Hate you too. Hate you too. I forgot to tell you, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I was going down the street and this guy was skateboarding and he was from Brazil, and I'm like, oh, something, I don't know, I mentioned Ivete Sangalo, and he's like, yeah, she's from my city, or I'm from her city. So yeah, and we shook hands and then we parted ways, and that was like an awesome experience. Alright, I wish I could have like asked him if he wanted to be in this. I feel so awkward. Okay, bye. Is this too close? Here. That's a little better. It's really hot in this car. I'm waiting on my one friend. He went to buy some liquor for something else. I'm sweaty. Wow, I'm glowing with oils. But oil is good. Since I've been back, like in Canada, not everything was great in Canada, but some things were. This is how much oil I have. Ready? Are you ready? It's like seeping through. Look at all of that. Woo! Yeah, are you glad you saw that? Being this kind of woman, I don't know. Even if you don't have makeup, for a long time I used to only put this on. People would say, oh, what do you have on? I'm like, my skin and this. There's so much oil that this is like clumping on my skin. So weird. Whew, I need some air conditioning. I'm so sorry, yes. So acting class, really quick before my friend comes back. It was so good. It was so good. Yes, yes. Oh, wow. It is hard to shake it off after, for sure. Oh my gosh, when you take things personally, it's like the best moment and the best thing to do for the scene and things, but not afterwards. I also have to tell, so in Romania we have this plant called Regina Nopții. Can I zoom in? Yeah, those things, those flowers, but these look like giant versions of it. Okay, I'm gonna take you in a little closer because you're going to overheat if I leave you there. She wasn't here today, and I've kind of been annoyed in the past about it. The reason I was annoyed was because like last time I didn't want that to happen. She takes your time more seriously, but this sub teacher or whatever, he's good with time management so far. I mean, I also didn't have any place to be, so I was good. Gosh, okay, so hot, but it was good. So I went last and I was hovering for someone, which was going okay. It wasn't going great because I don't have a strong opinion when people are involved. Like, it's hard to develop an opinion. He sent someone else up, and whoa, she was coming at us, both of us, and she had such a attacking attitude, and it was great. What is that on my car? I don't know what it is, but that made me feel so angry, and like powerfully angry and powerfully annoyed and attacked, and I literally had to physically move away from her. So it was powerful, and that was awesome. I'm so happy about that, even though it felt so uncomfortable. But now, you know, now I kind of know what the goal is, sort of. And then tomorrow we're seeing him again for emotional preparation. I'm gonna go eat before he comes back and all that stuff. But yeah, wow, that was so awesome. Whew. Yeah. Okay. All right. See you soon. That was class. So, oh, and my friend that I'm waiting on, he did. Oh my God. All of us. I couldn't watch. I literally a couple times I'm like, no, I can't even watch. He was trying to balance his skateboard or without the wheels on his water bottle. I couldn't watch. He fell once. I just couldn't watch. He goes for it. Every time that I've seen him in activities, he pushes so much. It is crazy and inspiring, and yeah, I definitely don't do that. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll see you soon. I feel like that wasn't enough, but that is great, Arena. Great. Keep it short. Also like my straight hair. Every day is, you don't know what Arena you'll get. Okay. See you soon. Oh, little butterflies. Oh, that was a nice closing. Where are they? Where? Oh, no. Come back. There you go. Go down. Go back down. Where are you? Where are you? In between those flowers. They're doing like a little butterfly dance. The other one left, and this one's like still there. What's this guy's name? I forget. The thing. It's so original. Oh.
To the first ball.
So are you really good at this since you're an engineer?
What do you think of this? It's a little, very light. It's like the cheapest glass. You know, Grigio, I usually don't drink it because it's the only wine that has added sugar to it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to ignore this and have a normal adult conversation without being judged.
Yeah. So dark. I don't know where that voice was going. I don't know where I'm going. Where am I? What is this road? Where am I going? Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I going? Oh crap! I don't think this is the right way. Hold on, I need to like use my GPS right now. Oh, okay. No, I think I got it. I think I got it. You can't see me, but it's okay because it is what it is. Where am I? What is this? It's like so weird. Anyways, it is 10:30. I've been so I went to acting class at 12 and it is 10:30 right now. I've been out with my 2 guys because this is the best way I can describe it. That is so awkward. Oh my gosh, I had the best time. I am so deprived of humanity because I enjoyed myself so much. This is so weird and interesting kind of a road. Let me text my mom actually because I think she might be worried. Be right back. Okay, you're not that bad. You're not that bad. We're cool. Okay, so it is 10:30. I will be home at 11 o'clock. I did not text my mom. Hold on, be right back. Okay, now I texted my mom. Oh, and now I'm completely dark. So, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I don't even feel like vlogging right now because I'm so talked out because I actually hung out with actual people and, you know, was normal, laughed and was myself and made jokes. Like, I've been waiting to make jokes for such a long time. I miss, oh my gosh, it's like normal life. I barely remember it. I guess it's like riding a bike. We had a production meeting that was, I think we started at around, I don't even know. I think we started at around like 3. I like planning, but I hate planning. Exciting and yet boring and frustrating and not so exciting at the same time. What got me very happy about it is that I think we're a good group. It's really an amazing combination because he's very strategic and logical and all this stuff and I'm like la 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 and I could be like him, but I'm not naturally made to be that way, and so it's always very forced and doesn't work out too well. I'm happy when I'm able and I'm allowed, you know, like he gives me the space to be la 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 because he can handle this right now so far. The not so la la la, the more logical and practical side. I was sitting there and at one point I thought of that. That's so exciting that I feel so good about our team. I feel like we're so prepared and well balanced and I feel like we're all kind of chill. I am sort of the leader, I guess. It's painful saying that, but I'm learning to accept it and I'm learning to own it and I'm learning to be okay with that and saying that I am a leader. So painful, so painful, so painful. But that's really, you know, I like it. It's painful because I got messages. I'm not someone who leads. I'm someone who follows my whole life. And there were subliminal, or not subliminal, there were not messages like on purpose. That's how it came across and that's what happens. It also got very cold. We ended up going to dinner. I would have gone home, but I really didn't want to. I really wanted to like stay some more. And like after we left his apartment, me and the other guy, I haven't asked them. I've asked them if they're okay with being in the vlog, but not if they're okay with like me calling their name in the vlog. We left his place and we're still talking for another like 10 minutes. Moon, full moon. That's a big moon. All these people, what is up? So I really didn't want to like stop. It's bad. I feel like a deprived dog who's just like, oh, affection, or you know, like affection in the form of like talking, people actually listening to me, or people actually listening to me. It sounds so bad. It sounds really selfish and self-centered, but it's okay, because if you fight against it, then you don't solve the problem. It makes it worse. And if you just accept it, then I'm selfish. Yeah, I'm selfish. Okay, and it goes away. Well, it doesn't necessarily go away, but it surely won't go away by confronting it and trying to push it to go away. It's what it is. But I just feel so happy with them. I like both of them. I love both of them in a very platonic way, I think. That was today. I can't believe it. My brain is so burned out. There's so much talking, and I'm looking forward to just like no talking. To be honest with you, it's like a drug because I want more. I want to spend more time with people and I want more of this. This feels so good. all the serotonin that's been released in my brain from laughing with human beings. Let me be real, because I haven't really been real. I'm about to start crying. I haven't really been real lately because I've also been I'm not used to being so busy, and ironically, because now I don't have a job, I'm more busy now than before. But I would have been busy anyways with this project. So I'm worried because I don't even know how to put it. It's hard for me sometimes to like, I have the idea, but I don't have the beginning of the idea and how to get to the end idea. And I don't want to like start with the ending or the middle. This is like what happens when I write screenplays or something too. I get very attached to people, and it's not just romantically. I have had friends who I wasn't romantically interested in, yet I still get I still take it personally, or I get attached. Maybe that's something to like figure out. That's definitely something to figure out. That's definitely, I think, part of my like divorced childhood thing of, because people also leave me. Like I get that abandonment issue, so I think I hold on to people once I get them, like, oh, I will squeeze the life out of you because you will leave soon, so I'm going to like try to get the most out of you. And it sounds really weird saying it that way, but it's true. I mean, we're all messed up in some way, and this is just how I'm messed up, and that's okay. Throwing your cigarette out the window. So, you know, that's okay. I'm okay. Like, I feel weird saying stuff like this. I want to be honest. This is part of my process. Also, if someone else feels this way, you know, I want to like share for that reason. I don't want to share it so people feel bad or pity me or feel like I'm pathetic or this or that. I don't know. So don't feel bad or try not to judge me. I don't know. I'm just like trying to work things out. I don't know. I want to do them because I feel all these messages need to be spoken. There's so many things that we go through and think and feel, and no one really feels comfortable about it, even if they are open about it or something. Like today I was hanging out with these guys, and one of the guys kept making these comments about his appearance or this, you know, feeling bad or whatever. Partially I think maybe it was because he felt that way, and partially I think it was because he felt he should be that way. I don't know, like, I don't know, that makes sense in my brain. Somehow all of those like are the same, two sides of the same coin. But that's why I want to say this stuff. That's why I have these vlogs and why I have this YouTube, for one of the reasons. So yeah, so part of me is really worried. It wants to push back because I'm getting too attached. And when I say too attached, I mean like, I guess in a way a little possessive, in the sense that I get disappointed by stuff, or like I want to like, you know, stay talking to them, still hang out. Like, I mean, it's 10 o'clock. And I felt bad because like the one guy had a party to go to, especially him. The other one had another thing to go to. Like, they took their time. It's their time. They can always leave or, you know, end things. And I'm trying to like let that happen instead of me trying to please everyone and say, you know, oh, you know, I'll let you go because I know you need to go. I'm trying to like take a step back and let people be assertive about their own time, just like I am trying to be assertive about my own time. I don't know, I'm going around the subject. I'm trying to avoid getting to something that's really uncomfortable, and I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. This won't be any time before working together, like on the 48 hours, but even after that, like I don't want them to feel uncomfortable or assume, yeah, I guess assume things, or I don't know how to say it. I have so many things now that I wish I could have kept to memory. I know iconic was one, and then I forget the others. Oh, what sci-fi are you? Or, oh, what was that one? I don't know. That's like the fun part of hanging out with people. You get like these random phrases that come out of you that don't necessarily make sense, but you know, sooner or later you make a mistake. But yeah, so I'm sorry if it makes people assume things or uncomfortable or whatever. This is my process. This is something important to me, to be honest with myself and just like be shameless. I guess that's a better way to put it. I don't want to be ashamed of my thoughts, feelings. I don't want to be tied to my thoughts and feelings. I don't want something to define me just because in this moment I feel it, think it, am it, or whatever. I don't want that to define me forever. So I like getting like thoughts, not necessarily related to them, but because of this human interaction, I want more. And right now I would love to just cuddle. Left field, is that the word or the phrase or the idiomatic expression? Out of the left field? No, I don't think that's how you say it. I mean, it's not completely different, or, you know, like, whoa, like, where does that come from? But a little bit. It's a little kind of detached from the main idea. Yeah, like, I just want more. I just like woke up like, oh my gosh, I am so deprived of human interaction, whether it's like human touch or human just affection. And talking is affection. Like, laughing together is an affectionate thing. It releases the same good hormones, the same good drugs that make you feel good. Laughing anytime, with people or without people, but, you know, especially with people, bonding, it's not quite out of the left field, because it is kind of along the same thing. But basically, like, to be honest, even yesterday I was thinking about this, because one thing I have is I want friends. I don't want relationships that get messed up. I want like actual good, not simple, I guess simple human relationships where you can rely on people. And when romantic relationships happen, it gets complicated, it gets tied, you get like, it's not as transitory. It's weird, because oh gosh, because friendship, like, I want a friendship, I want it for life. And yeah, but it doesn't feel like you're like tied to it. It doesn't feel like, oh, this is it, you can't move. I am definitely like a creature of freedom completely. Like, I felt so great to be free. Now to take my time, oh my gosh, I love freedom. So I think that's where it comes from. Like, and on top of that, like, I also don't want necessarily a relationship just to have a relationship, except a little bit. I feel like I'm going so like in different branches of this tree. I don't want, it goes back to like even friendship. I don't want to disappoint people. I don't want people to disappoint me. But I think even stronger, I am scared of disappointing people, because I'm starting to cry again. I feel so strongly about being free that any type of relationship, but especially a romantic relationship, even though I really long for it, I also know that I'm not in a good place for it. And by that I mean I don't want one, because I want my freedom. But what I want is like, I want both worlds, which is impossible, and it's crappy and it's sucky, and I don't think I want a relationship. Every time I think of like, in like real life, every time I see a guy, like, oh yeah, he's good looking or whatever, I'm attracted to him or whatever, and the moment that I actually start really thinking about it, it like turns me off. And it might be because I'm scared of commitment, and I'm scared of what relationships have meant in the past, or quasi relationships for me, and what they could mean, and what I've seen them mean, and how it could like keep me from evolving and from growing and from freedom and being free to be myself and to explore and not be tied geographically, emotionally, all this stuff. I'm getting so off topic right now, but you know, so yeah, so I have like this very like closed off thing, and it has shown, even when I started going to this class, it has shown to me with even friendships, because on one side, I was just telling them, one side of me wanted to be part of the group and have friends and, you know, connect with people and have friends and be part of, you know, the in crowd, and the other part of me didn't, because I knew it was so hard work and I needed to think about other people. And right now, right back then especially, I couldn't. Back then it was all about me, and it wasn't in a selfish way. It was like, my whole life has been about others, so it's unhealthy and it's painful to me to make it about others going forward. And I just need a break. I just need to take ownership of this moment, press pause, and just let life be all about me and focus all on me and no one else, and not care about anyone else. I really need that to be healthy and have a healthy balance about that, instead of being like a martyr or someone who like gives all of herself to everyone else and is sad, and you know, like, you know, I don't know, does that make sense? So there feel like sometimes it's yellow, sometimes it's not. I don't know what you're doing, Sony. I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, so anyways, sort of to like end that topic somehow, I kind of went in a different direction, but this is my mind. I mean, when you think about something, do you really stick to just one thing? Isn't it complicated? Doesn't it have multiple layers? Or do you not look for the multiple layers? Are you just like refusing to go to all the layers? I don't know. Or maybe for you it isn't. Maybe you can take a layer at a time. But yeah, for me, obviously not so much. But yeah, like right now, like I got in the car, I'm like, I don't want to part with you guys, and also like I want to cuddle, and also there's like, it's leading to those thoughts, and I don't want those thoughts. One reason I don't want those thoughts is, you know, the basic intimacy, commitment issues, all this stuff, blah 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 blah. Vulnerability, more than intimacy. Vulnerability is what I meant. Definitely not good with intimacy either, but I meant like vulnerability, which, I mean, that's why I'm not good with intimacy, probably. Not probably, definitely. And then the other side is I don't want to mix business with pleasure, I guess. I don't want to burn bridges and make things complicated. I want to keep friends, especially now when I don't have any, and I want to have good relationships with people. And like acting and film and all this stuff is very reliant on relationships, networking kind of relationships, and be in a good standing with everyone. And if you get into like any sort of romantic relationship, that messes things up 99% of the time, 99.99999% of the time. And I don't want to be about that. Excuse me. I've said this so many times that I don't want that, but I do. I don't know, I guess I want both. Like I said, I don't know, whatever. I'm deviating. Stay on topic, Arena, stay on topic. So those two reasons. And I want to say something. When I meant vulnerability, when I said vulnerability, what I meant was in the sense of, you know, being shut down, being told, oh, hey, good for you that you like me, but I don't like you. That. And also when I said commitment, like, what if they do like me, and then I'm in trouble then too? So, you know, I think I covered both bases of, you know, why I don't want a relationship. But yeah, I just wanted to be like honest with that, because if I fight against it and I don't acknowledge it, it grows and it becomes a monster of a thought and feeling, and then it's out of control. And yeah, this way it's like, oh, and then this way I'm also working on being vulnerable. Like, hey, yeah, okay, I just said this and it's out in the open. It is what it is, and it forces me to take ownership of how I feel and how I am and all this stuff. And yeah, and not be ashamed of it, because we all die in the end. Now it's like all funny every time I say that. It used to be like comforting, now it's hilarious. Sorry, I made someone like go on red because I was too slow. Sorry, I feel so bad. Anyways, but yeah, so that's did I say everything? Probably not. I think I stuck to one topic only, unlike other times, so I think I've progressed. But yeah, you know, and I've been thinking about, oh, that was a deer. I've been thinking about Aaron too. I get home, and because I have these real life human beings in front of me, and it feels good, and you know, the serotonin and all this stuff, I don't feel like having the imaginary cuddling Aaron, or the crush that I have. Like, it is weird, because I think part of me feels like my soulmate is still out there, but I don't know if that's the truth or just what I want to believe. I don't know if that's the head or the heart talking. I don't know. I won't know until I know. But Yeah, like, oh gosh. Definitely have issues, separation anxiety issues. I missed these two already. It's really bad. But I guess that's also something that I don't want out there in the world, that feminism and being a strong woman means that you're independent and you don't have these faults, don't have these weaknesses. I don't know. Hold on, let me get into my garage. I'm like so in your face now. Is my eye like running away? I think so, because you're so far away and I'm so tired. It is 11:02, just like Waze said I'll be home at 11:02. Well, 11:01 on my phone. So yeah, they have this idea of feminism and a strong woman, in general, evolved human being, mature human being, you know, like you should never allow primal instincts to take over, sort of thing. I have those pipes like he has too. You should... Oh, basketball. We have basketballs. That's something we didn't... Okay, sorry. Focus. You see people joke in a sexual way, like, oh my gosh, she's so hot, or she's so hot, and I could stare at them all day, and make those kinds of comments. And I have that, but on... not necessarily on an emotional level, but more of that, like, not in the sense of, like, oh, their body and all that stuff. It's more about how they make me feel. Kind of like everyone. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm not making sense. One being the reason that I'm just trying to avoid being completely truthful because it's uncomfortable and vulnerable, and people will judge and get ideas, some true ideas, some maybe not so true ideas. You know, one of these sub-instructors, I think the one I complained about, he said, you know, you can only get offended if you believe that it's true. And I think this is kind of the same thing. Like, you can also feel angry that some people will label you or judge you because you believe that they are truthful in their judgment or labels, at least in part. And so yeah, absolutely. And that's why I'm working through this. I'm trying to, like, I understand it's so nice. It's kind of the opposite of freedom when you get attached to someone. And so I like not even just like the idea that you are physically or quasi-physically attached to that, like the commitment of it being, you know, infringement on freedom, but also just your personal attachment to them is a commitment. Not only your commitment to each other, if that makes sense. Gosh, that sounded so serious. The more I talk, the more editing I have to do. I have so many things to edit already and finish editing. I have to this week. 48 hours is very important, but I really, for my sake, we're talking about it, and one of the guys said, yeah, I think you should discard all the vlogs that you've done so far and just start fresh. And because I mentioned that I'm thinking of that, and he's like, yeah, I think that's a good idea, which made me feel crappy, like, great, things. That means they're really crap. But I believe in the vlogs, even though no one likes them or believes in them. Some people watch them, someone watches them. I need to stop to, like, finish what I started. I just can't do it. Because part of the reason I'm doing them is for that reason, to, like, keep with something, and perfect or not, just keep going and finish something and stick with something. So I have to finish all those. I need to speed up through them. So, okay, you stopped recording. So I'm going to go. But I hope that made some sense, and I hope you can relate. I hope you can go deep enough and be honest with yourself that you've been in that moment. And if you're not okay with that, with being in that moment and being that vulnerable and admitting that you're not perfect and you're not a strong, independent woman, or unless you're a man, you're definitely not a strong, independent woman, or maybe you are. But yeah, that's one thought I didn't finish was, you know, you have this necessity that if you're a strong woman, mature, evolved, blah, 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 someone that other people want to be around and not feel threatened to be around, you have to be someone who's basically not emotional, who's basically not potentially hitting on you, or I wouldn't hit on someone, but, you know, like, not psychotic. There's another name. Maybe psychotic. I don't know. There's a lot of guys that say the better the woman looks, or the more beautiful she is, or whatever, the crazier she is. So maybe not psychotic, maybe psychotic, but crazy definitely. And in that sense of, you know, and I'm so I've always had like people tell me that I want marriage and I want commitment and I'm that girl, I'm that type of girl, that type of girl, and I don't want to be that type of girl, but by trying not to be that type of girl, I don't even know what type of girl I am. I might be, or I might not be, but what people told me I am defined me either by trying to rebel against it or by being what they're saying. So either way, I don't know what me is, but I know that I don't want freedom. To me, to be myself doesn't mean either, shouldn't mean that I have to be closed off and to not be attracted to people. I don't know, and not be needy. Like a lot of things, you know, needy is such a bad swear word. Even in class, if you're being needy and it's a bad thing. I want to be needy because I feel it anyways. And like I just said, the more you fight against it, the more it takes over and the more it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you don't even know really what you want. You might not want that, but because you don't accept it, that's all you can focus on and that's all you are. That's why I said all this crap, confusing stuff, or maybe needy stuff, or maybe very girly stuff, maybe very stereotypical stuff, maybe what you expect, maybe what you don't expect, maybe what makes you uncomfortable, maybe whatever, but I'm happy to have said it because now I've let it out, and it's not that I won't feel it. I'm sure next time we'll meet, I'll feel it maybe even more. This is like what I started saying, like I'm scared to go down this path because I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person that falls for everyone, that gives affection to her, or 1111. Made my wish. To be rich, I think I said, and successful enough in YouTube or whatever career that is that I'm meant for by New Year's 2017, 2018. That was my wish. And I told you, I've said these wishes so many times and they don't come true necessarily, or they do come true whether I say them or not. So there you go. But I want to remember what that wish was. But yeah, that's what I was saying, that I don't want to go down that path because it'll get stronger and stronger, and I can't act on those feelings. I don't want to act on those feelings, which makes them stronger, makes me more uncomfortable, and, you know, creates this elephant in the room that goes bigger and bigger and bigger, this monster elephant. And at the end of the day, you would have just addressed it. It might have just been a little tiny hedgehog. I don't know where that came from. Instead of big elephant. And instead of actually being anything. I don't know. This is partially why I'm in this class, so we'll see. And, you know, trying to be freely expressive and not care so much about consequences, just being in the moment and free. Why did I take this wire out? I don't know. Anyways, have a wonderful day. The battery is dying, you're overheating, so I'm going to go. I feel sick to my stomach. That's why I didn't continue eating the pizza. I feel sick to my stomach. That probably is the pate that was in my purse the whole day, and then I ate some of it. I'll go eat some yogurt and hopefully that'll be okay. I hope it'll be okay because I really need to survive and be healthy and do this. But my tummy is also hurting, so we'll see. Anyways, but have a wonderful day. Thank you to the 2 guys that are part of my team, that we are our team now. Thank you for sitting with me at dinner tonight and at the meeting in one of your apartments. And, yesterday driving and consuming your gas for me and my sort of visions that are not here yet and all this stuff. And this might not be a reward enough, but it means the world to me. Like, you've made someone so incredibly happy who has been so incredibly alone and down and hopeless for this past year. You have no idea. I mean, you can watch these vlogs maybe, but you have no idea how you've made my day or whatever, year, whatever. You made me feel good and worth being alive and human and myself. And to me, that means the world to me, obviously, because it's all about me. I don't know, I like making people happy, so if you're like me, I think you'll understand the sentiment and it'll make you happy to know that you made me happy, like so incredibly happy. Like, you can see the tears, and I told you I cry when I'm happy, so here we go. And tomorrow is emotional preparation. Tomorrow is at my professor's seminar and emotional preparation, and I'm just happy right now with these two guys and this project that we're doing and things coming together, and not working doesn't feel like I should be worried. And potential job that's happening, everything seems to be like, literally it seems like life has told me, Arena, don't worry about it. It's okay. I got this. Don't you worry about it. Let me worry about it for you. Just live and I'll guide you and I'm with you. It's kind of like my favorite story, a religious story, which I don't feel is religious, but it's the footsteps in the sand, kind of like that. And I'm not into religion. I have my own beliefs of more spiritual openness and that, but that story holds true whether you believe in whatever you believe in as far as a higher power. No matter if you like feel the universe is holding you and carrying you, or God is holding or carrying you, or randomness is doing that. Like, I just feel right now like I'm being carried and I've been told, I got this. Don't worry. I got this. Let me worry for you. So thank you, life. I don't know. I really needed this. So yeah, Jesus take the wheel kind of thing. That's where I'm at. Have a wonderful early morning, late morning, noon, afternoon, evening, night. 早上好,上午好,中午好,下午好,晚上好,晚安. Peace, love, and compassion. 안녕 기계세요. 안녕 기계세요. 再见, bye bye, pekurumpa, matane, jane. Thank you for everyone and anyone who's watched these vlogs. Thank you for people who have made me happy in the past couple of days, the two guys. Thank you. You're like my brothers, and somewhat I'm attracted to you, at least to one of you. But besides all of that, primarily you're like my brothers, and that makes me feel so happy. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And everyone else and people who will work with coming this weekend, who I'm just like, I don't know, I want to roll with like life, and it doesn't feel like I should be scared of it. It feels like, it's been a long time coming. Like, no, every catastrophe, hold your horses, because this is my time right now. I need this. I don't care what your plan is right now. I'm pushing you away. I'm pressing pause on you. You hold back. Let me have my fun, at least for a little while. Let me feel good for a little while. I've been crappy. You've had your say. Now it's my turn. So that's where I'm at. Have a wonderful night. Subscribe if you like anything, any of it. If you just want to support me, like, subscribe, comment. I don't know where they all are. Watch other videos, and yeah. Mwah.